Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure that you tap that subscribe button before you walk out that door. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you're already a part of the family, you already know that you are loved and appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today from the ancestors. Please keep in mind that this is a collective reading, which means that it may not fit for everyone. If you feel that this message does not resonate with you, it's okay. Do not force it to fit. You can go and browse through my other videos to see if you can find a message that fits you better. Or you also have the option to book a personal reading with me down below at the link in the description box. If this message does resonate with you, please make sure that you tap that like button because that helps in many ways. For one, it helps to insert your energy so that I can read your energy as a part of the collective. For two, it helps to get the message out to others who may need it as well. Okay, so be mindful of that. Your engagement really does help. Okay, it's a form of action, and action, as always, is rewarded. Liking, commenting, sharing, all the above, those are all ways of you doing your part, right? Reciprocation is important. All right, so that's just a little disclaimer there. So without further ado, family, let's get into it. I also wanted to just add, please excuse the background noise. I'm currently visiting family in New York, and there is a lot of airplanes passing by because we are literally about 10-15 minutes from the airport. So you will hear the planes going about their business, all right? So anyway, we're starting off this reading with the Ace of Coins upright and the Page of Coins upright. The Ace of Coins speaks of wealth, excitement, abundance, clarity. And so many of you are walking into a time where you are experiencing success all across the board. Financial success, success in love, success with your relationships, right? Like your friendships, and you're meeting new people. Many of you have recently started businesses. Many of you have been promoted at your job. Many of you have started new jobs as well. And so you're liking where you are. And again, this reading is timeless, which means that whenever you hear it is the time that you were supposed to hear it, whether it's 2 months from now, 2 years from now, okay, 2 centuries from now, it's the time for you to hear it. Remember, time is an illusion. So yeah, a lot of you are at a place now where you're like, okay, I'm liking where I'm at, or you're getting to that place, right? And so the Ace of Coins says, now is the time to start any project which you can move forward, or which can move you forward. So for some of you, it's executing your ideas. A lot of you, I can see someone journaling, writing things down. Some of you have tried to manifest in that way, right? So you're writing down the things that you want, and now it's time for you to start putting action towards it, right? Because the power is within you, realistically speaking, right? Remember, no one can really move you ahead except for you. And so even if you go somewhere and you meet new people who can offer you opportunities, it was you that had to make the decision to get up and go to that place, right? So that's what I mean when I say that the power is within you. And so you're starting to execute your ideas, you're putting foot to the ground, you're putting foot to pedal, and you're moving, because this Page of Coins here also speaks about movement. Many of you are academically inclined. You're very intelligent. Some of you have gone to school. You have degrees that you're sitting on. You have certifications you're sitting on. You have knowledge that you're sitting on. And I feel like it's not you being lazy. It's just like you didn't really know what to do with it, right? Or you felt like the direction that you were going in wasn't necessarily the direction for you. And so now many of you are rerouting, starting to change up your pace, and many of you may just be at that place where you're like, okay, well, I have this degree, I have this knowledge, I have this certification. Let me actually put it to work and see what can come of it. Also, with this page of coins here, many of you are very charming. So you'll walk into a room and notice that a lot of eyes are on you. And it's not because you have something on your face or you have a piece of spinach in your teeth. It's because your aura speaks volumes. You have a very powerful presence. Many of you smell really good. Many of you look really good. And so that's also beneficial towards your success, because again, you're going to be meeting people that's going to be able to help you advance. You're meeting people who may be high up in hierarchy, is the word I'm hearing, right? Or who are, I don't want to say superior, but you're meeting like CEOs and people who are high up in corporate America, and they're like, oh, we like you, what do you think about this, you have experience with this, and the conversation is flowing, and there is an outcome of like, okay, well, what are you doing Wednesday? You want to go get coffee? Or what are you doing this day? Do you want to meet my boss? We can get you in the company. We can get you started with training, or, we can help market your business and we can help your business grow. Whatever the case may be, take it as it resonates. But you are definitely attracting people to you, because now you're moving with more confidence. On top of the fact that you have a powerful aura and powerful energy, you're moving like you know it. And a lot of you may have been not so, I don't want to say stylish, but you may be one of those people who are like, well, I don't really care how I look. Like, I'll just go outside to get what I got to get done and go back in the house. But now you're at the place where you're like, oh, well, that one time I dressed up, I was meeting people and I had people attracted to me and I was the life of the party. And a lot of you may not have realized it before, but you like that feeling because you realize the perks and the opportunities that come with it. So now you're moving with more pride. You're taking pride in how you look. You're starting to experiment with smell goods, perfumes and colognes and stuff like that, and oils. And quick disclaimer, be careful of the perfumes and colognes you're putting on you, because many of these high fashion luxury perfumes and colognes carry very toxic chemicals that can not only kill your auric field but can cause illnesses and allergies and other unfavorable outcomes, okay? So just keep that in mind. I felt called to mention that. For some of you wearing like Gucci and YSL and all that stuff, like look into the ingredients and research each ingredient. I always suggest to stick with natural oils, and you can either make your own or support small businesses that sell natural oils and natural perfumes and colognes and smell goods and stuff like that, body butters and beard oils and hair oils, and all of those things can help you expand your aura, but also help you to smell good. And you can also check out my company, Crystals and Herbs, because we create all natural self-care products for men and women as well, okay? The link is going to be down below in the description box. But yeah, anyway, with this page of coins, a lot of you are intelligent, you look good, you smell good, you're driven, you're confident. And so the page of coins is saying that because of this, exciting news is on its way to you. This may be in the form of a letter or words, okay? It could be a text message, it could be an email, it could be a phone call, it could be a knock on your door, which I feel like is highly unlikely these days. Most people are going to reach out to you first before they show up at your door. But you got good news coming to you because you have been putting yourself in the right places at the right time. And again, many of you are attracting this abundance to you, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly. So moving forward, we have the Death card here upright. And the Death card symbolizes the end of a matter. It could be physical passing. Like some of you, there is a part of you that is dying, maybe that part of you that lacked confidence, that part of you that was shy or introverted, because now you're realizing, okay, in order for me to help my business grow, in order for me to experience new opportunities, I have to be extroverted. I have to meet people. I have to actually go outside. In order for me to enhance my love life, I have to go outside and I have to, kind of socialize with people. And so that part of you may have died, and now there is a major transformation happening, a rebirth, profound change. That's what this death card upright is symbolizing. And so the death card says a dramatic change, the end of some current situation. In death, life begins again, the beginning of a new situation. For some of you, I feel like this death card also is a symbolization of the end of your struggle. Because remember, we got that Ace of Coins upright in the beginning. And so a lot of you are now financially stable, or you're walking into financial stability and financial comfortability where you ain't got to struggle, you ain't got to penny pinch, because money is flowing, money is fluid. And because of the fact that you are acknowledging that, you are knowingly or unknowingly attracting more and more money to you. The more you're like, oh, I'm broke, I ain't got it, the more you'll be broke and you won't have it. But the more you're like, okay, well, money is coming to me, money is coming my way, right? I attract money, money is fluid. You are manifesting money into your life, and not just money but resources. Everything you know, everything you need is coming to you effortlessly. And the reason why I'm saying effortlessly is because a lot of you were raised to believe that in order to attract abundance, you have to work hard. But now you're realizing, wait, I really just have to work smart. You know, oh, okay. So for some of you, that's a part of you that's dying as well. Your mindset, like a lack mindset, like, oh my God, I got to struggle in order to be abundant. I got to work hard 50 hours, 60 hours a week in order to be abundant. When in reality, all you have to do is use your mind, use the power within you, and then get up and execute your ideas. And then the money will continue to flow to you. That's interesting. All right. So now, moving forward, we got the Four of Staves here, upright. And the Four of Staves is a card that speaks of peace of mind, positive energy, success, easy movement. And I was just saying that. Easy movement. You're realizing like, okay, yeah. And I want you to put this in the comment section. Money flows to me easily, quickly, and abundantly. And for some of you, you need to be saying this every day, multiple times a day. Set an alarm to remind you to say this affirmation every day, multiple times a day. Money flows to me easily, quickly, and abundantly. Resources, wealth, abundance, everything that I need and want flows to me easily, quickly, and abundantly. I want you to also say, I don't need to work hard. I just need to work smart. That's more programming that we need to undo. Remember, we're only a few centuries out of enslavement, where we were programmed to believe that in order to get what you want, you got to work hard for it. But a lot of our ancestors, they didn't work hard, they worked smart. A lot of our ancestors, they learned to make land work for them. And so they used different methods of farming, like the slash and burn, right? Where the land was working for them. And then they were harvesting crops where they could just trade, and they just relaxed. Like my ancestors, the Taino Arawak people, they created the hammock. They had time to just lay around and relax. Of course, they all had their own roles in society, but still, they had a lot of time on their hands to go within and relax and rest. And a lot of us don't have that now. And that's why so many of us are living in a place of chaos and we don't know which way to go. We don't have time to go within and work on ourselves. So yeah, with this Four of Staves here, a lot of you are finally at peace. You have peace of mind and there's positive energy surrounding you. A lot of you have closed out certain connections that were toxic for you. A lot of you are at a place where you are even anticipating getting married and making new commitments. For some of you, this may not be marriage as far as love goes, but for some of you, this may simply be signing new contracts, right? It might be soul contracts. It might even be contracts with businesses and jobs and opportunities that'll bring you wealth and abundance. And for some of you, this is an improvement in your home life. Like there may have been some family drama. There may have been some loose ends that need to be tied when it comes to family. And now those ends are being tied, and there is some type of reconciliation happening. I'm hearing reconcile. Like some of you may have had drama with family members or friends that were close to you, and now you're making up. And so the fourth staff says, a great deal of positive energy is here. Success and peace are present. A marriage is indicated. This card is concerned with home. So home could just be your mind, body, and soul, right? Home could also be your actual home where you live, your family, all right? So take it how it resonates. But also, I want to point out the fact that yes, I am 10 to 15 minutes away from the airport, but usually it's not this busy. I don't think I've experienced it being this busy with planes passing by like every 3 to 5 minutes. And I feel like that's symbolic of moving. That is symbolic of a lot of you traveling into. So some of you may be literally traveling and moving, but some of you may just be moving into a more peaceful time in your life. You're moving away from stress. You're moving away from toxic energy. And my ear just rang too. So yeah, for a lot of you, that's exactly what it is. You're not dealing, and that's why that death card was there as well. You're not dealing with the same stress that you used to deal with. And also the number 1 is here, and 1 symbolizes new beginnings. My ear rang again. The number 3 is here as well. So we may have some life path 1s, life path 3s, life path 4s. And I feel like some of you may have been born in January, March. Some of you may have teenagers as well. And that may be where that reconciliation is coming from. Like your teenagers are starting to respect you more or trust you more, right? Like they're letting you into their lives. And that was really specific too. Some of you may be 31 years old. Some of you may have ancestors that were born in 1931 that are trying to get a hold of you. They're trying to connect with you. Some of you may have been born in April as well. Some of you may have ancestors born in 1913 or even 1813. But if those numbers don't resonate with you, doesn't mean that it's not your message. And for some of you, you're just seeing these numbers all over the place. So yeah, moving forward, we got this Ace of Cups here in reverse. And the Ace of Cups in reverse speaks of malice, deceit, confusion, and counterproductive change. So going back to this death card here, right, I feel like for some of you, that is what you're moving away from. That is what you're changing out of. You are evolving out of that place of indecision, because I asked to clarify it, and we got the Strength card here in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse speaks of indecision and weakness. Remember, I spoke of, with that Ace of Coins and that Page of Coins, building more confidence. Not just in who you are and how you look and your appearance, like your physical appearance, but also your powers. Like a lot of you are realizing that you have the ability to speak of someone and then they'll just show up. You're like, oh, I was just talking about you. And then here you are, you know, and you're like, wow, that is not just a coincidence. That means something deeper. That is significant of something more powerful. So you're moving out of that place where you were kind of like meek. I'm hearing meek and mild, you know, and watered down. You are becoming more authentically and unapologetically you. Nice. And we also got this Temperance card here in reverse. And the Temperance card in reverse is not really a card that you want to pull. But again, because of this Death card here, I feel like they're just telling me what some of you are moving away from, because the Temperance card in reverse speaks about frustration, anger, and failure to accomplish your goals. So I feel like a lot of you were frustrated at where you were. And some of you are still there. But again, you're moving away from that. You don't have to be frustrated and angry at your journey, because your journey is your journey. You experienced everything because you needed to build character and strength. It's like I'm hearing like I'm hearing like beef up, like they had to like beef you up. I don't know, like I'm seeing in a boxing ring, like I'm seeing somebody in a boxing ring training, you know? It's like they had to prepare you for this. Imagine walking into this type of power being unprepared. You wouldn't know what to do with it. And my ear just rang. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to be frustrated or angry, because frustration and anger brings you down to a lower vibrational frequency, which makes it harder for you to manifest what you're trying to achieve. And that's why this failure to accomplish your goals is here, because that's exactly what frustration and anger and fear and all of those lower vibrational frequency energies bring you. Blockages, delays, and a lot of you experience all that. And I feel like for some of you, you realize that. You were like, okay, well, I ain't getting nowhere being frustrated and angry and impatient and afraid. So let me try something new. And so you started to train yourself. A lot of you booked personal readings with me. A lot of you booked life coaching sessions with me. And I really do see changes in how you think. And I appreciate that. I love that for you. And if you're one of the individuals who are still in this place, I highly recommend that you book a session with me. The link is down below at the link in the description box. I am a master certified life coach, and I can help you transition into a more powerful version of yourself, which can help you to manifest abundance and prosperity, which is everything that you were put here to experience. You just have to work up to that level. And again, it's more mental work that is needed than physical work. Because think about how many of our ancestors worked their fingers to the bone and they never experienced wealth. They never experienced peace of mind. So now we're realizing it's more mental and spiritual work that is required in order to reap those benefits. Moving forward, we got the Queen of Swords here in reverse. And speaking of our ancestors who paved the way for us, but of course, you know, they left a legacy behind, but they also left behind some generational curses and generational trauma that it's up to us to clear up, right? The Queen of Swords speaks of unresolved issues. So a lot of us are realizing that it's up to us to break these generational curses. And I want you to put that in the comment section too. I am a generational curse breaker. I am paving the way for the future. I am creating powerful changes for my bloodline. You can type whichever resonates with you more, or you can type all of it. And so we have the Eight of Cups here upright. And the Eight of Cups is a card that encourages you to be open-minded, be prepared for change. I feel like that message was specifically for some of you that may be fixed signs. Like I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. And so it's harder for us to change. Although I acknowledge that change is inevitable, it's easier for mutable signs to welcome change than fixed signs, right? And so they're reminding you that in order for you to walk into this transformation, this period of transition, you have to welcome change. And so you have to let go of certain habits and beliefs that you may have held on to your whole entire lives. The Eight of Cups says it may be time to move on and start new plans. Do not let your pride stop you from making change. So some of you are very prideful. You know, you stand on business and you walk with pride. You walk with your head held high and you stand on what you believe in. But sometimes what we believe may not be reality. And so some of you are being called to move, get moving, walk in a different direction if you need to, do whatever it takes for you to execute your ideas, because those ideas that are popping up for a lot of you, it's like you're praying for change, you're trying to manifest change, And you're not realizing that those ideas that pop up in your mind, that is your ticket to change. And my ear just rang again. That is your ticket to taking a new route that's going to lead you to prosperity and wealth and abundance. So the Eight of Cups is a reminder of that. The Eight of Cups also reminds us to give, and it warns against vanity. So I feel like for some of you, like, you may be know-it-alls. Like, you may feel like your way is the only way, right? Like, other people may try to introduce you to other perspectives and ways of life, and you're like, well, no, I've been doing things this way and I'm good. But you can be great if you were able to open up your mind. So that was very specific as well. But as far as giving, it's like when one hand is out to give, the other hand is able to receive. And so remember that the more you are gifted abundance and the more you are rewarded, give to the less fortunate, give to charity, give to homeless people, help those who need it. To close this reading, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. And I asked for a clarification because the Five of Swords symbolizes utter shame. And so to clarify, we got the High Priestess upright and the Eight of Staffs upright. And so this tells me that some of you are ashamed of your gifts. And I think that's why we got that Eight of Cups as well. They're telling you not to be ashamed to do something different. Do something unconventional. It's okay. This is going to open new doors of opportunity for you. And I'm seeing like a big golden door slowly opening. And the more you embrace your gifts and who you are, the more that door will open for you to be able to walk inside of it. We got the number 2 here as well. And so with this High Priestess, something is hidden. So some of you are hiding these gifts from the people around you. So for some of you, these gifts are hiding from you because you're not necessarily ready for it. And for some of you, you have family members who are aware of their gifts, but they don't talk about it to you. And it's like, if they were to talk about it to you, it would make you more comfortable to talk about it to them. Take it how it resonates. But the High Priestess not only talks about something being hidden, it also talks about spiritual abilities, spiritual gifts, as well as the abundance that comes with those gifts. And so there are some type of mysterious events, like some of you are seeing things, and again, you're afraid to speak on it because I'm hearing the word freak show. Like, you think that people are going to think you're a freak show. And then we also have the Eight of Staffs here upright. And the Eight of Staffs upright is a card that speaks of powerful movement. So it's like, once you tap into these gifts, boom, you're taking off. Just like these planes. Ooh, just like these planes, you're moving. The Eight of Staffs speaks of hastened action, anticipation of positive outcomes. So yeah, once you start to embrace your gifts and you use them, they are going to help you to get ahead. So with this Eight of Staffs here, it says things will now begin to move very quickly, but you may face some jealousy from those who see your success. So yeah, you're going to be utilizing your gifts and it's going to help you to get ahead. Like, you're going to remember I said earlier in the reading that some of you are manifesting, like you're writing things down, you're visualizing. So all of those things that you're doing, candle work and all that, it's working for you. You're going to your altar, speaking to your ancestors. Some of you are working with your orishas as well and other deities, and it's helping you to succeed. And you're moving faster than the people around you. And they're like, wow, how did you do this? You know, and for some of you, you're keeping it a secret. And some of you are like, oh, well, I do witchy stuff, you know, and they're like trash talking it like, oh, that's evil. That's the devil. But for some of you, they don't really believe that. It's just jealousy. Like, they're trying to slow you down. That's interesting. But yeah, that's why the ancestors are telling you to be who you are unapologetically. Be proud of your gifts. And it just hit 111 just now too. Be proud of your gifts. Be proud of your abilities and utilize them, because they are going to help you get to this next level. I almost forgot to mention that some of you will also be utilizing that lunar eclipse of the harvest moon that will be happening tonight around 10:15 to 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. But I would do some more research on that timing. But yeah, that will be a very powerful time to release and manifest new beginnings. Family, that's all I have for you. If this message resonated with you, please do not forget to tap that like button, drop a comment, let me know how it resonated with you. You can also book a personal reading down below if you want more clarification. Sending you love, healing, and strength. Until next time, family, peace and oneness.